Welcome! The National Council of Jewish Women Greater Dallas Section presents Food+Fit Fun, a healthy living program of NCJW Dallas for healthier lives, happier families. Today's program will include an introduction to Food+Fit Fun. Salt. Do you know how much salt you are eating? Get ready to make a zesty quinoa salad that your family will love. Physical activity. Let's get moving. Sugar. Do you know what is hidden in your drink?
My name is Liz, and I am one of the many volunteers representing the National Council of Jewish Women Greater Dallas Section. In Dallas, NCJW has been supporting and protecting the rights of women, children, and families since 1913. Food+Fit Fun is a bilingual healthy living program created by NCJW Dallas. It includes nutrition and physical activity lessons as well as strategies to combat hunger. Why do we need a healthy living program? Obesity is a major cause of preventable diseases, which may lead to heart disease and diabetes. This generation of children will live shorter lifespans than their parents if we do not give them the strategies to live healthier lives. Eating a healthy diet, staying active, and getting enough sleep helps you to have healthier lives and live longer. Important principles of Food+Fit Fun include eating a rainbow of colors, because eating different types of food makes eating interesting and helps keep you healthy. Staying active will help keep you strong and prevent diseases as you age. Reading and understanding food labels are our roadmap to healthier living. Portion sizes matter.
How much salt are you eating? Find out here.
Hi, my name is Cheryl, and I'm a volunteer with the National Council of Jewish Women's Greater Dallas Section's Food+Fit Fun program. I'm here today to talk to you about salt. We as Americans eat way too much salt. Eating too much salt can lead to a variety of health issues. Some of these issues are high blood pressure, heart disease, and kidney disease. 1/6 of all children in our nation have raised blood pressure. That's about 17% of children. Children develop a taste for salty foods at a young age, so we as parents need to avoid giving them salty foods. Another thing we discuss in our program are nutrition labels. Nutrition labels hold a variety of information about the products packaged within it. In nutrition labels, salt is called sodium. This bag of ramen noodles has 720 milligrams of sodium. That's a lot of salt. So you ask, how much salt is too much salt? It's recommended that we eat under 2,300 milligrams of salt a day. That's a teaspoon of salt. That's not a lot of salt to take in. If you have high blood pressure, you're really only recommended to have 1,500 milligrams of salt. So, what can you do to watch your salt intake, you may ask? Read the nutrition labels. Nutrition labels will have all of your information about the salt inside of it. There are a variety of different products you can have. There's a regular product, and then there's a reduced sodium product on a lot of products in our grocery store. The reduced sodium product cuts it almost in half on a lot of products. This black beans, the regular one has 480 milligrams of sodium, and the low sodium one has 240 milligrams of sodium. So be careful and watch what you're eating and watch the packaging, read the packaging on things. There are a lot of products also that you wouldn't even guess had a lot of sodium because they don't taste salty. There's bread, there is your cereals. This loaf of bread, for a little piece of bread, has 230 milligrams of sodium in it. So be careful about what you're eating and products you're buying. If you're looking if you're eating too much salt or think you may be eating too much salt, you might want to add up all your salt intake for a day. And what can you do once you have that? You can start making your own meals. Meals that are not made in a restaurant or processed food that has a lot less sodium. Also, don't add salt to your recipe until you've tasted it. A lot of recipes call for salt and it doesn't need it. And lastly, do not put the salt shaker on the table. Well, if you're eating out in a restaurant, you can also ask the waitress if you can have the nutritional information for the menu items, and then you can pick the lower sodium items on the menu. One last comment: salt is salt is salt, no matter what form it comes in. And there is a vast variety nowadays in the stores. It is still not healthy for us. Well, I hope that you have learned some helpful information and useful tips about salt usage and gotten some ideas for a healthier diet. A lot of this information that I've gone over today is on our Facebook page. Our Facebook page is www.facebook.com/groups/NCJW Dallas FFF. We hope you will be mindful of these tips and be on your way to live a healthier life. Thank you for your time.
The graphic of how much salt are you eating is available at www.facebook.com/groups/NCJW Dallas FFF, or by request to info@ncjwdallas.org. How to make a zesty quinoa salad.
Today we're going to have some fun. Our lesson is a Food+Fit equals Fun recipe. It's called Zesty Quinoa Salad. The first thing I should explain to you is quinoa is a whole grain. When we start out, quinoa is dry. It looks like little seeds. That is the first recipe, the first ingredient. We have a 1/4 cup of canola or olive oil, the juice of 2 limes. We have a teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of red pepper, or you can leave out the red pepper if you're sensitive, and 2 teaspoons of cumin. We also have a 15-ounce can of black beans, low sodium preferred, low salt, which we will drain together. And we have scallions, 5 scallions or green onions. This is what they look like before they've been cut. And cilantro, if you like cilantro, and cherry tomatoes. This is 1.5 cups of cherry tomatoes. So the first thing we do, very important to know, is with your quinoa, you will always rinse it. This, just give it a nice rinse, clean it up and drain it. And then in the pot, very simply, 2 cups of water and your quinoa. You'll bring this to a boil, cover it. You'll bring this to a boil and then you'll bring it down to a low simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes until the water has evaporated. Let it sit there maybe with the flame turned off another 5 minutes. It becomes light and fluffy like rice does. And while this is cooking, the fun part begins. You do all your chopping. The first thing you do, in any order you prefer, go ahead and chop your green onions. Here they are already done. My cherry tomatoes I just cut in half. Cilantro is the very last thing to go in. Your limes, to squeeze a lime, you can either use, if you have a lemon or lime press, or if you do not have one, you can take your lime and put it in the microwave for about 10 seconds to soften it. Cut it in half, You can take a fork and just sort of twist it to get all your juice out. Okay, so we've already pre-made our lime juice here. By the way, if you do use one of these presses, it's important to know it does not go in this way. You turn your fruit upside down and you go ahead and get all your juice out. So another thing we must do is to drain our beans. And the reason we want to drain them is they're full of liquid that's we don't need in the recipe. We want to just clean the beans. Again, there's no salt, no sodium in here. Clean them, drain them, just like that. Voila. So, believe it or not, 10 or 15 minutes have gone by and our quinoa is finished. If you recall, when it started out, it was a little seed, dry, and it was 1 cup. It has basically tripled in size. It's light and fluffy like rice. It is full of protein and fiber. Actually 8 grams of protein in 1 serving and 5 grams of fiber in 1 serving. This is a tremendous superfood. So the very next step, all our ingredients. I'm going to choose to use the jar. We'll go ahead and take our lime juice, I always love to pre-measure everything. It just makes cooking so much easier. This is our oil. It can be canola, olive oil. If you have another oil of your choice, that's fine. Our red pepper flakes, our cumin, our salt. That's about it. Go ahead and give it a good shake. Go ahead and do a little physical activity while you're shaking. It's great to have some music on while you're cooking and enjoy yourself. And then you will go ahead and take all these other ingredients, just assemble everything. Those were our beans. Here are our onions. Here are our tomatoes. And shake it one more time. Go ahead and pour everything on it. My entire family loves this recipe. We have brought it to friends. People have asked me for it. I do not know one person who does not love this recipe. You can eat it right away. Again, if you prefer, make it a day ahead of time. And the flavors even have a little bit longer to intensify and are just so super delicious. But speaking of eating a rainbow on your plate, look at all the colors that are in this meal. You have protein, you have fiber, you have grains. It can be a complete meal. It can be its side dish, whatever you prefer. And the nutrition that is inside of this dish is unbelievable. 1 serving size is 1/6. That makes a lot of food right there. 270 calories, 8 grams of protein, 11.6 grams of fat, 1.4 grams of saturated fat, which we have lessons on fat in Food+Fit equals Fun, and protein and fiber, etc. So we can really teach you more about those in our other classes. Carbohydrates, fiber, sodium, all a very beautiful and acceptable dish. And the recipe, so you can take a quick look at it, it's right here. The great news is we have a Facebook page that we would love for you to join, and the recipe will be on that Facebook page right here. And if you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call. The Facebook page is www.facebook.com/groups/NCJW Dallas FFF. And enjoy your dish. Hope to see you again.
Physical activity. Daily exercises can help make your bones, heart, and muscles stronger. Please consult with your healthcare provider before beginning any new physical activity program. Be sure to ask if there are any exercises or activities that should be avoided and if your current health condition affects your ability to exercise. The creators, producers, participants, and distributors of this program do not assume liability for injury or loss in connection with the physical activities and advice contained herein.
Consulte con su proveedor de atención médica antes de comenzar cualquier programa nuevo de actividad física.
Welcome. I'm Robin with NCJW's Food+Fit Fun program. Today we're going to show you a few exercises you can do at home. Some things you might need might be a chair nearby. If you have water bottles, cans, or weights, we can do some arm exercises with those. But you don't have to. So if you're sitting in a chair, I need you to stand up and let's get moving. Start marching. We're going to tap our knees. Did you know that there are so many benefits with exercises? Some of which are it lowers your stress level. It helps you control weight and it releases endorphins, which makes you happy. So here, now we're going to do kickbacks. You just kick back to the back of your hips. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Get the arms moving. 2 and 1. Now, I need you to grab, if you have them, grab your water bottles, weights. If you don't, it's okay. We're going to start marching and rotating your arms. This just gives it a little more weight and resistance. Now the other way. Okay, now take these weights and we're going to side step out together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now plant your feet, arms out. We're going to twist. This is going to work your waistline. Always a good thing. Arms out and twist. Forwards, left, forwards. Here we go. 2 and left. 3 and twist. 4 and twist. 5, twist. 6 and twist. 7 and twist. 8 and twist. 2 more. 9, twist, and 10 and twist. Now you can set these down, your water bottles down or weights. Put your arms in. We're slowly going to do more waist and abdominal exercises. Hands in and you're going to twist. Slowly right and left. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, you can stay there or you can go faster if you'd like. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, next exercise. You're going to take your feet slightly apart, arms up. You're going to lift your knee and tap your knee at an angle. Ready? And 1. You can bend your standing leg. 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3. You can do this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. Ready? Here we go. And 1. You feel it. 2, 3. Don't give up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1. You can do it. 2, 3, 4. We are outside. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yes, life happens outside too. Okay, now we're going to do something called butterflies. You take your arms in, and you're going to take one leg out and in with your standing leg bent. Okay, we're going to do 20 on each leg. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You feel the burn? 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Guess what? You have to do the other leg. Ready? Bend your knees, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep going. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now you're going to need the chair for this next one. We're going to do some chair squats. So you take your chair, and we're going to just bend down, touch the chair, and pop up. Okay. 20 of those. Are we ready? And 1, up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep your chest up. 10. 10 more. 10, 9, 8. Hold your tummy in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Make sure you are breathing this whole time. Okay, now we're going to show you some stretches on the chair. You'll like this part. Have a seat at the edge of the chair. Flex your foot, take it out, and keep your chest up, back straight, and just press forward. If you can touch your toes. If you can't, it's okay to stay right here. Now we're going to flex and point. Flex and point. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you take your foot, cross it over your leg, and just press out. This will help you open up tight hips, which is something I think we all need. And you just press, then you cross your leg over and you twist. And you get that extra stretch in your back. Okay, now left side. Flex your foot, lean forward, straight back, chest up. Make sure you're breathing. You can reach down and touch your toes or stay up and flex and point. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you take your foot and cross over, and you can feel it in the hips. Little tightness. This will help open it up. You can hold it there for much longer if you'd like, but then you cross over and then you twist and stretch up, and you are done. Yes, thank you so much. Make sure you drink lots of water today. Remember, small changes make positive changes and victories. Thank you for joining us.
What is hidden in my drink? Find out right now.
I'm Sharan, and I'm a volunteer with the Greater Dallas Section of the National Council of Jewish Women, and I'm looking forward to talking to you about sugar today. Sugar really has a bittersweet reputation when it comes to our health. It occurs naturally in all foods. Fruits, vegetables, grain, and dairy all have natural sugar in them.
Foods that come from plants have high amounts of fiber, minerals, and vitamins, things that we all need to stay healthy. Dairy foods contain protein and calcium, and of course we need those to build and maintain strong bones, muscles, and teeth, and to make sure that we have strong immune systems to fight infection. Consuming whole foods that contain natural sugar is really fine. Because your body digests these foods slowly, the sugar in them gives us a steady supply of energy. Eating a diet that consists of lots of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains has been shown to reduce the risk of chronic diseases such as diabetes, heart disease, and even some cancers. Problems start when you consume too much added sugar. That is, sugar that manufacturers have added to products to increase flavor or extend shelf life. Generally, things that are found on the shelves in the center aisles of the grocery store have been processed and have added sugar to them. In the American diet, the top sources of added sugars are soft drinks, fruit drinks, flavored yogurts, cereals, cakes, cookies, and candy. And most processed foods. When you read a food label, here's a heads up for you. Added sugar is also present in things that you may not think of as sweetened, like soups, bread, cured meats, and ketchup. The result is that we consume much too much added sugar. Many experts say that we could easily lower the risk of obesity and diabetes, heart disease, and tooth decay by changing the choices of what we choose to drink. According to the American Heart Association, it is recommended that women and children have 25 grams of sugar a day and no more. That equals 200 calories or about 6 teaspoons of sugar. And that looks like this. Each one of these cubes is 1 teaspoon of sugar. Let's look at some of the things that we like to drink. Flavored tea is a choice of many people, and this one has 12 3/4 teaspoons of sugar. So that's considerably more than that 6 teaspoons that are recommended by the American Heart Association. Orange juice is generally thought of as a very healthy choice, and it's not nearly so bad as some of the other drinks that we choose. But it also has a lot of sugar in it. You would be far better choosing an orange and a glass of water than having the 11 1/4 teaspoons of sugar that you would find in this container of orange juice. One of kids' favorite drinks is Sunny D. And I have to tell you that it has 7 teaspoons of sugar, but it has no fiber. It has only vitamin C in it that's been added, so it's not anything that naturally occurs. So what you're doing when you're drinking Sunny D is just paying for sugary water, and it's got a lot of sugar in it. Grape juice, another favorite. Grape juice has 9 teaspoons of sugar in it. And this is one of the cases where you have to watch the number of servings in each container. And this one happens to have 6 servings in it. And each one of those 6 servings has 9 teaspoons of sugar. Once again, a whole lot more than the 6 teaspoons recommended. Vitamin water sounds innocent enough, but lo and behold, if you read the label, it tells you that it has 8 teaspoons of sugar in it. So let's see what would happen if we drank 2 of these 12-ounce containers of Coke a day. And we know many people who do that. Each one of these Cokes has 10 teaspoons of sugar in it. And once again, not the 6 teaspoons that the American Heart Association is recommending. If you were to drink 2 cans of a sweetened beverage like this every day, it would fill up a can this size. That comes to 720 ounces or 5.6 gallons. And those 720 ounces of soda have 8,400 calories in them. You would have to walk about 100 miles to burn off that many calories. The calories in soda comes from sugar. Soda has so much sugar that if a person drinks two 12-ounce cans a day, they will take in about 5 pounds of sugar. The body stores unused calories as fat. Even though the food label tells you that there are 0 grams of fat in soda, it will cause a person to gain weight because of all of the calories that it has. 1 pound represents 3,500 calories. Remember, 60 cans of soda in a month contain 8,400 calories. And then the bad news is that if you haven't burned off all of those calories, it's stored as more than 2 pounds of fat. And 2 pounds of fat looks like this. That can be as much as 15 pounds in a year. I don't know about you, but I just know that I don't have any room on this body for 2 extra pounds. So what to do about all this? Reading a food label is so important. It is definitely a great roadmap for making healthy food choices. You have to know that when you're reading the list of ingredients at the bottom of the food label, it won't always tell you that it's sugar. It may have words in it like agave or honey or dextrose or maltose. Anything that ends in OSE is a very good clue that it is a form of sugar. And be most watchful for high fructose corn syrup, one of the most common forms of added sugar. You can see these names much more easily when you look at our Facebook page. Another thing that you can do is to drink water instead of soda. You can make it more interesting by slicing a lemon, a lime, or an orange in it. Even cucumber makes it more interesting. Use your imagination and be creative in ways to drink more water every day. And be sure to read your food labels. Thank you for joining me today to learn more about our bittersweet relationship to sugar. Thank you.
Here's the graphic for what is hidden in my drink. This graphic is available at www.facebook.com/groups/NCJW Dallas FFF or by request to info@ncjwdallas.org.
Thank you for participating in Food+Fit = Fun. We hope that you found the information to be helpful. What you've seen today is just a small part of a comprehensive healthy living program. We would be delighted to present the entire program to your group or organization.
You can contact us for more information at www.facebook.com/groups/NCJW Dallas FFF or at info@ncjwdallas.org or www.ncjwdallas.org or call us at 214-368-4405. Thank you for joining us today. The National Council of Jewish Women, Greater Dallas Section, thanks Feed Oak Cliff for including Food+Fit = Fun in VegFest 2020.